Well, hello everybody. So I'm still not at home. My 1 week trip turned into a 2 week trip. And unfortunately, I don't have my tripod with me, so I'm having to hold this camera on my own. I will try not to make it too shaky. But I wanted to do one more video while I'm here just because of the lighting and it's just so much easier to video here. It's quiet. Quiet's a big thing. So anyway, it's been quite a journey. It's been a wonderful 2 weeks. I'm so happy to have been able to do this. I was able to come here, move my daughter here with my other daughter and son-in-law, and then we were able to take a trip north. But one of my main reasons for coming this trip, one of our sons is here, and he recently had a freak accident where he was on his way to go to work on a weekend when he wasn't supposed to work. He's in construction. It's restoration construction, so if there's an emergency of any kind, this company gets called in to deal with the immediate issues and then probably the repairs later. Anyway, he wasn't on call. The person that was on call didn't answer the call. And so then my son said, oh yeah, I'll go help. So he's on his way out to his car, and his toe caught on something in the driveway and he fell onto his left ankle and like smashed it to bits, landed right on his ankle, broke it really bad. His 45-minute surgery turned into 2.5 hours. And, you know, I'm getting all this by text and I'm just dying at home. So when my daughter was going to be moving here anyway, I'm like, can I come with you? I really need to see him. You know, he can tell me he's okay. But as a mom, until you get eyes on your kid and you assess the situation for yourself, like I was just in turmoil at home. So I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to come and see for myself. He is okay. I mean, he's in a lot of pain. His surgery was about almost 14 days after his injury. So he went almost 2 weeks just in a makeshift cast from the Emerge here. And they were really good with him. Like, I'm not criticizing that. But he had to wait almost 2 weeks for his actual surgery to repair the ankle. And he had to crawl into the house. He felt like his foot was not even attached by anything other than tendons and muscles. Like, he really did a number on his ankle. He works in construction. He's on scaffolding. He goes where angels fear to tread as far as heights and all these things. And, you know, so when I got the picture that he was in a cast, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like he's done something ridiculous. He's climbed something and, you know, not used proper precautions, whatever. But no, he tripped in the driveway, shattered his ankle, and he's going to be probably at least 6 months before he can go back to work doing what he does now. So, you know, I just really needed to see him. I really needed to see him. Sorry. Because, you know, they're never going to tell you to the full degree what the damage is, what the pain is, or anything, because they don't want you to worry, which leaves it to your imagination, which only... I mean, you can't tell me anything worse than the things that I can imagine. So I was thankful to be able to come and see him, spend some time with him. One of his biggest problems right now, besides pain, is boredom, because he can't go anywhere. He can't do anything. I mean, this kid, we used to call him the Energizer Bunny when he was growing up. 3-4 o'clock in the morning, he'd come into our room at 3 years old saying, Dad, it's time to cut wood. Like, this kid never stopped when he was little, and he's the same now. So for him to be incapacitated and, you know, kind of sidelined right now is probably one of the hardest things on him, other than he has suffered a lot with pain and not being able to sleep at night because he can't get comfortable. But he's 2 weeks post-surgery, almost 3. He sees the specialist tomorrow. He feels like the pain is lessening, but now there's other issues like itching under the cast and all those things. And just, you know, only certain positions are comfortable because anything else puts pressure on the injury or the stitches or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see what the specialist says tomorrow. So anyway, I needed to come see him. I got a 3-for-1, you know, originally because there was him, my daughter that lives here, and the daughter that's moving here. They all work for the same company. So that's cool. And then my 2 daughters go north every second weekend typically, because my one daughter has horses boarded up there, and they do the PEMF treatment on horses and people that want it. So they try to go up every 2 weeks, which is where my other daughter lives, who has, you know, a husband and a 7-year-old, my granddaughter. So they said, well, I was supposed to go home on the Wednesday, and they said, why don't you wait and come with us and go up north on the weekend? I'm like, okay, you know, like, again, like I said in one of my other videos, it's hard for me to comprehend that I don't have to be anywhere for anything at the moment. So to realize that I have the freedom to come and go, and I had the opportunity where I could ride with them, I didn't have to drive, you know, it worked out well. So that's where I went for the weekend. So I'm going to show you some pictures because my granddaughter, well, I say it's our granddaughter. I didn't do all this by myself, but I tend to take a lot of the credit. Our granddaughter, who's 7 years old, loves horses. And of course, this is the barn where, you know, we lived there, up there in that area for 16 years. And so the girl that owns this barn is one of my kids' childhood friends. Her parents and us were really good friends. And you know, all the kids have grown up, which is bizarre. And this one daughter has a barn with lots of horses, has boarders, has her own horses. And my granddaughter loves horses, as do most of my girls, which was much to my dismay because I'm terrified of them, to be honest. Anyway, sorry for the ramble, but so I went up, and then the 2 of my daughters that I went up with are staying at this farm for the weekend. And then they took me, my other daughter, and her daughter out there for the day on Sunday. And she loves riding, my granddaughter. Like, this kid has no fear at all, not an ounce. She's the exact opposite of me around horses. She, you know, there's such a thing as a healthy fear. I don't think she has that, because she just loves these horses. She's all around them. You know, of course, my daughters, who know more than I do, and Jenna, the barn owner, know which horses are safe for her to be around like that, because not all horses are safe. As pretty as they look running in the field, up close, they're big, and they're not robots. They're actual thinking, responding animals that are huge, and you can't always predict. They're not like you just do this and do that and they're going to do this. No, it's not how that works. And Emerson has no clue about that. She just loves them all. So, you know, my daughters and Jenna, they're careful which horses they put her around, but she just loves them, just loves them. So I'm gonna just show you the videos and the pictures of different things. And just, you know, it was snowy and it was cold, and honestly, I'm not a winter person. I don't know why I'm thinking about moving back up there, but it was worth it to watch her because she is such a natural on the horses. Like, she just gets on them, no saddle, bareback, no fear, and just goes. Like, she just loves them. So I'm gonna post those so you can see what I've been up to. I'm actually on my way home tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Valentine's Day, so I figure I should probably go home. I think my husband thinks I've run away. I had a message from one of my oldest and dearest friends. We've been friends for 45 at least years, and she just messaged me and wanted to know if I wanted to come to her place for dinner tomorrow night, not aware that I was still out of town. I said, you know what, I've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm just going home tomorrow. I probably should stay home, but come on over, have dinner at our place. And so I'm actually going to do that butter chicken recipe that I posted one post back, maybe. So I'll link it up above. But it's so simple and it's so easy and quick. And it's a recipe that I feel really would, appeal to most people because it's not spicy. There's lots of flavor. You can adjust it a lot of ways. If you like spicy, you can put spice in after if you want it spicy. There's many ways to add spice. I make that chili oil. I think I have a recipe for that I'll link, video I mean. And, you can adjust it on your plate. So this is a really good generic kind of recipe, and yet it's not run-of-the-mill, and it's quick and easy to put together. So, I have a 4.5 hour drive tomorrow and have company coming for dinner tomorrow night with a dish that I'm pretty sure will impress. So this is what I try to do here. I try to make simple. I mean, I do love to branch out and I do love to experiment. I'm not saying everything's going to be simple and everything's going to be, have all the readily available ingredients, because I do love to experiment. But typically, I really want to post dishes that are frugal, right? Frugal, simple, quick, something that you can throw in this is an Instapot recipe, so you can throw it in, and in 20 to 30 minutes, you can have dinner on the table. So that's what I'm going to do, because that's what I need tomorrow. I don't have all day to cook. I don't have all day to prep. I won't get there only but a few hours before my company's coming. And I know I can have a really nice dinner special because it's Valentine's. I don't want I would have done just hot dogs and they would have been happy with that. But it's Valentine's, right? Like, you kind of gotta jazz it up a bit. I have no guarantees what the house is gonna look like. I've been gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And there's only men living there. Like, it's a bit cringeworthy. But these are the type of people, and they're pretty much the only type of people I have in my life right now that accept whatever, because they just want relationship and the circumstances are irrelevant. So enjoy the pictures, enjoy the videos. I'll try and post again later in the week once I've got home and got settled. Have a good day, guys.